Good morning, guys. It is May 2nd. It is 7:11. 7:11. It is 58 degrees outside. It is supposed to go up to almost 80 today. It's supposed to go up to 79, which I think is just funny that they write 79 instead of like, I'm the rounder. I'd be like, it's going to be about 80, which is what I just said, right? So it's supposed to go up to 79 today. So in honor of that, I'm wearing capris, which were, I wouldn't say tight last year because they're like really Lycra-y, but they were form-fitting last year when I wore them. This year they are loose, like I'm pulling them up all the time loose. I've got my thin sweatshirt on. I told you guys about this the other day. When I was bigger, this sweatshirt always made me feel thin because it pulls you in the waist. Now it's too big for me. It hangs straight, so it doesn't even look as good on me as it used to. But it makes me feel good, and I love this sweatshirt. It's one of, like, this sweatshirt I have left places and gone back to get it because I love it so much. And it's getting thin, and I know that it's probably on its last legs, but I refuse to get rid of it unless I can find another one just like it. It's like I think it's called Massimo, and it just pulls your waist in the middle, and it's comfy, and I love it, and I just don't want to lose it. So I don't even usually wear it to work, because when I wear things to work this time of year, and I've mentioned this before, so this is the time of year where you wear a jacket or a sweater to work and you leave it at work because it's warm in the afternoon, so you don't wear it home. And at the end of the year, you take home like a box of sweaters and sweatshirts and jackets and stuff. So something so a couple of things, and I want to just make this kind of quick. So number one, I am doing the Blue Dot Challenge for May. My personal challenge for me is I want to get 6 out of 7 Blue Dot days every week in May. I got one yesterday. And then my other challenge I'm working on this month is my water. I'm doing really well with water. I get about 100 ounces of water a day. And I do have an app that reminds me. So I am getting plenty of water a day. But I just want to keep that up. I don't do so well on the weekends with water. So my challenge for water really is more about the weekends and getting my water in. And it's not that I drink something else on the weekends. I just kind of don't drink anything, or I drink coffee all day. So in the beginning of the week, I told you guys that, we had the Viking party, which I showed you. I ate bread, I ate cheese, I ate crackers, I ate cured meat, I ate everything on the table. I may have eaten a napkin. I don't know. I ate a little bit of everything. Although I gotta say, compared to the way I would have been in the past, I did not eat nearly as much as I would have. And I did eat a lot of fruit and vegetables. And I drank water, except for 1 cup of mead. I drank water most of the day. So I was really, really miffed about, I got on the scale and I was like 171, and I was 168 at my last weigh-in. So that was like 3 pounds in one day. And I know that your body can fluctuate that way, whatever. Well, then I had to work Monday night. So I came home, I made dinner really quick. I ate dinner really quick. And then when Norm came home, he said he didn't want what I cooked for dinner, which happens periodically. And because I just kind of made leftovers. Norm is not a leftover person. And he wanted steak. So he wanted to go to Outback. Well, I had already eaten. So I knew going to Outback was going to be a challenge for me, because I'm the type of person that even when I'm not hungry, I can eat. So when we went to Outback, I got the ahi tuna, and I had them hold the sauce. According to the tracker, it's 8 points. But if I had them hold the sauce on the tuna, so I gave myself 4 for that because I didn't have any of the sauce. So I had the ahi tuna. But then that night, the bloomin' onions were free. They were just giving them to you. So, of course, he wanted one, and I ate some of that. I didn't eat a lot. I ate less than an eighth of it. I tracked it, so I was a little bit over. But that was April 30th, so I wasn't too worried about my blue dot that day. However, the next day I got on the scale, and I remember I was 171, I was 172 something. Well, I know that the bloomin' onion is full of sodium and full of salt, and anytime I eat one of those, I do go up a pound on the scale, even if I eat a couple bites of it. I'm not a salt eater. Sorry about the sun. But so I knew that that was going to be a thing, but I didn't eat any of the bread. I didn't eat anything other than the tuna and a little bit of the bloomin' onion. So this morning I got on the scale. So I'll come back to that. But so this morning I got on the scale, and I was really good yesterday, and I'm back down to 170. So I'm still like 2 pounds up, right? Like a pound and a half, 2 pounds up, because I was 168 something. But it's only Wednesday. So, you know, I've got 2 more days. I got today and tomorrow to get back down. And if I can get to like 169 and be up like a pound this week, I won't be too angry, because I did eat bread and cheese and I enjoyed myself. But I did drink a tea last night, a Smooth Move tea, because of all the cheese, there hasn't been much happening. So, so I'm definitely gonna see how that works. So one of the things I figured out about myself this week is that I either do a great intro, or I do an intro, and then don't keep track of my food, don't take pictures of my food, don't video my food, or I'd video all of my food and don't have an intro or, you know, a closeout to show you. So yesterday I was going to bed, and I thought, oh, you should you tracked all your food today. I even tracked the fact that I went to the diner and I had my 0 point salad, which literally is just a house salad, mostly lettuce, onions, cucumbers, and tomatoes. There's no croutons, there's no olives, although sometimes they do throw an olive or two in there, but they didn't last night. With 5 grilled shrimp that I tell them to hold all the sauce and butter. They put a ton of like Old Bay on it, which does have a little bit of salt, but normally I tell them go light on the seasoning. So that's 0 points. And then I do have a teaspoon. I take out a teaspoon of blue cheese dressing, and I use that. I dip my fork in it. So, and that's 0 points. So I do a 0 point salad. I had 5 French fries, which I counted for 5 points. I think it was 5, maybe 3 points. I don't know what I counted it for. I had my dessert when I came home, which is fat-free Cool Whip with PB2 in it. Yesterday I had a like a stir fry type meal, which had chicken and like 1 or 2 little tiny pieces of potato in it, corn, broccoli, carrots, just all of that. I had that for breakfast or for lunch, and I had a poached egg with on 1 slice of toast for breakfast. And I recorded all of that, and then I went to go and put it together, and I was like, you didn't film anything, an intro or anything like that. And I guess I could have put that up there, but I don't know. It was weird. It was like you didn't know what day it was. I don't know. So I didn't. I erased it all. So I'm going to try really hard today to get it done. So what happens is, as a teacher, I tend to eat while I'm working. And when you're working, people have a tendency to come in your room, call you to meetings, want to sit and talk about, you know, an SLO or, you know, any of the other things that I'm in charge of. So, you know, I end up either feeling silly taking a picture of my food or videoing my food, or just totally forgetting. The big one usually is breakfast. I almost always forget breakfast, but I haven't been eating a lot of breakfast lately. I just haven't been that hungry in the morning. So I did get some more of the Premier Proteins. They did not have chocolate or caramel at my store. They only had vanilla. And I wanted one because I was getting a Starbucks on Saturday. So I got the 2 shots of espresso over ice with the Premier Protein. I prefer the caramel over it, but the vanilla was pretty good. So I would buy that again. But I only had one this weekend. So I have 3 Premier Proteins left for the week. And it's Wednesday. So I am taking them to work with me to put them in my refrigerator. Because the other day I was feeling a little hungry at breakfast time. And I drank like half of a chocolate one. And it was fine. I mean, it gave me a boost and I was good to go. So I'm going to take this one with me today and throw it in my refrigerator at work. And if I get hungry at breakfast, I may have that. So if I forget to show you my breakfast and then I tell you about it, you've already seen it. So I'm sorry about the sun. I'm just sitting in the worst place. My lunch is a salad with rotisserie chicken on top. It's a kind of a pathetic salad. I really think it's like lettuce, arugula, and a very little arugula. I was not happy with how much arugula was in it. And I really think it's more spinach. I think it's spinach and arugula. Because they took some of the lettuce off the shelves. Celery, carrot, and maybe cucumber. And I think that's literally all that's in my, God, you can't even see. All that's in my salad with the chicken. So yeah, that's what I'm having for, and that's all I brought. And then I brought some fruit for afterwards. I do have string cheese at work. My partner brought me spring cheese, and she brought me full fat string cheese, so it's 3 points. So anytime I have that, I know that I have to count for 3 points. So it doesn't usually stop me. Yesterday I also ate like 3 points of almonds on the way home. And that was, I totally blame Sandy at Let's Get Fit. Because she was talking about almonds, and I had just found the small 100 calorie bag of almonds in my purse from like, I can't even tell you how long ago. I can't even remember buying them. But I'd found them in there like earlier in the day, and she started mentioning almonds, and I was like, oh, I want almonds. So I pulled them out and I ate them. But you know, I had a 0 point salad for dinner, so it wasn't too bad. So I got on the scale this morning, like I said, and I was 170. So at least the scale is going backwards, moving back in the direction it's supposed to be moving. Although, as Jess from Weight Watchers Journey to Healthy says, it's not fresh weight. Because I was already 168, so being 170 is still up. If I were to put that in my tracker today, it would show a gain. So, not fresh weight. But it's okay. I'm okay with it because I know tomorrow or by Friday I should be 169. And as long as I'm in the 60s, I won't feel as crummy about whatever. I still would like to lose 50 pounds by the 23rd of the, like total 50 pounds by the 23rd of this month. Which would be from this point, I'd need to lose 4 pounds. From where I was on Friday, I only needed to lose 2. So, that's my goal, is to lose that by the 23rd of this month, because that will be my 1 year Weight Watchers anniversary. If I don't, I don't. I also think I've decided that while on my tracker, my goal weight says 140, I think that my goal weight is going to be a range. I think it's going to be 140 to 145. And anywhere in there, I think I'm going to be happy. Although last night I started thinking about it, and I said, if I was down in the 50s, you know, that would be the lowest I'd been. I don't even know how long. The last time I lost a bunch of weight was right before a wedding. And it was a wedding that that Norm's ex-wife was coming to. So, you know the motivation there. And I got down to a little bit lower than I am right now. I got down to, I want to say I got down to like 163. So if I could get into the 150s somewhere, that'd be awesome. And I do stress, someone pointed out, I do stress a lot about the new decades. But that's because that's how I set my goals, is decades. When I feel like I've got into one, that's when I feel like I can reward myself. I felt like I was into one when I was 168, and now that I'm back up, I'm glad I didn't get myself a reward, because I didn't deserve it. But my next reward is going to be when I lose 50 pounds total. And I don't know what that's going to be yet. So I'm looking for suggestions if you have any. I don't get my nails done. I paint my own nails. I paint my own toenails. I'm not big on facials, and I don't do massages. We have a massage table at my house, and Norm actually has learned by watching how to do them, so he does them. But I don't, I'm not a spa girl. So I'm thinking it's going to be clothes. I'm actually thinking it might be a new pair of shoes. So we'll have to see. So I'm getting ready to go through the gate. I'm going to jump off here, and I will check in with you when I eat something.